Lucy's story. I'm reading Lucy's words. Socially, I find it hard to tell people about my sexuality. In case their reaction is, well, in case they reject me, I feel a bit vulnerable. I feel a bit pressured to act as though I'm straight all of the time. Sometimes I feel sad that there's a person inside me who wants to get out and say it, but I don't, in case of people's reactions. I felt very isolated growing up in Halifax, West Yorkshire, as there was nobody there at all, and when I did contact a service for support, they couldn't help me. I just felt at a loss. It made me feel terrible. I pretended to be someone else, going out with loads of men, trying to be accepted by friends and family, to be one of the crowd and be popular. Overhearing religious people talking about homosexuality, saying it isn't normal or natural, saying we should be married and having children, well, that made me feel even more isolated. And to be honest, a bit of a freak, really. I was out to my GP. I came out a few years ago when I had a drink problem. I didn't get much response, but he did want to help me with my drink problem. He sent me to see a psychiatrist. I didn't open up much to the psychiatrist because he said it was probably a phase. We talked more about my childhood and he asked if I'd been abused. They didn't have any information about my sexuality and there was no link made between my sexuality and my drink problem. I didn't get much help at all. I didn't go back. I was 8 years old when I first thought about being lesbian, but didn't really admit it to myself until I was 16. I had a sexual relationship with a man when I was 15. I got a lot of pressure from other people at school, as everybody was doing it. It was about this time that I started drinking. I got really drunk one day and decided to tell my boyfriend. He told me his family were against homosexuality and that they'd disowned a relative who was lesbian. He was really shocked and found it difficult to accept. I had a lot of problems accepting my lesbianism. I'd go out meeting guys and pretending to be straight. Drinking gave me more confidence to pretend to be straight. One of the most negative responses to my coming out was from a friend. I was really drunk. And because I had a boyfriend, she didn't take me seriously. I felt a bit of a liar being with my boyfriend and admitting I was gay. So I kept it from a lot of people. I lost her as a friend. I felt really guilty and awful because she didn't accept me. She said she'd see me later, but she never did. I don't know whether she told any other people about it. I bottled up all my feelings during this period because I had no one to talk to. I know pretending to be straight affects me. I go into my shell because I'm pretending. When I talk to my gay friends, I tend to let everything out. But when I'm with my straight friends, I don't let my whole self out. Sometimes I feel alright about being lesbian, but other times I feel guilty. A classic example. The other day I saw my medical records and it says on them I might be a lesbian or it could be a crush and a phase. I don't want people reading that. I was poorly a few years ago. I got addicted to exercise and didn't eat much. I went downhill with depression, got a blood infection. But all the medics kept saying was it was my nerves and they wanted to put me on antidepressants. I think it was to do with me being lesbian. I was drinking a lot. I started to drink wine, which made me feel really ill. I ended up having to take time off work. I began to get panic attacks. It first started with food and then went on to drink and hangovers and to being phobic about going places, meeting people. I had to force myself to face my fears.